This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Thursday podcast, and congratulations to Emma. She's finally won it, Kate. She's got the podcast password.
Finally. She's been trying, has she?
Yeah. Tommy, can you send her a merch pack, please?
Oh, yeah. There's
some of the best.
There's the budgie smugglers in there. There's the ultimate deckhead cards.
Yeah, that's funny with
that's
Wippa down at Bondi. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Classic stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? I know that at some point we'll update some of the merchandise, but feel free to leave me off the budgie smugglers if that's okay.
Well,
No, we'll send you out some as well. You're doing tattoo regrets in the podcast today.
Yes. And this one, I don't like to judge people's tattoos, but it's very hard not to judge this poor girl, Veronica. She's got a shocking, what do you call them? Tramp stamp? I hate to say that. But
lower back.
it's exactly where it is, but it's not the size you would expect.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Now, I know we all know the Netherlands for their famous tulip fields. I've never travelled to the Netherlands, but it does look incredibly beautiful.
It's magnificent, isn't it?
Have you been?
No, I haven't. I'm the same with you. I mean, you see vision of it. I mean, I've been to Amsterdam, a few places in Europe, but I would love to go to the Netherlands.
Well, they're also famous for their very tall men.
Guilty.
Where are you actually from?
De Groot's Dutch, so I am a half Dutch. No, I'm a quarter Dutch.
Are you?
But, yeah. Oh, don't worry about that. No, blonde-haired, beautiful, tall people in the Netherlands.
Have you been there at MDG?
No, but I have an aunt and uncle who have $1 billion trucking company, so I'm really keen to get in on that side of the family over there.
Are you
they
haven't
serious?
flown you
Yeah.
out there yet? What are they? What,
Yeah.
like Fox or
I don't know.
something, like Lindsay Fox?
Yeah, of the Netherlands, but apparently they're very recluse, like they don't like to host people when you come, and so they've got this giant mansion, but they don't have you round, so waiting for them to sort of kick the bucket.
We've got to get over there for a team lunch or something with your auntie and uncle, MDG.
They don't have family, but they'll take Fitzy, Wippa and Kate.
Well, maybe we could set up in one of the front rooms, do the show live from the Netherlands.
Put it to them.
You know what? Funny you explained that this morning, because I don't think I've ever wondered where your name is from.
Yes.
But it's such an unusual name.
Yeah, no, it is Dutch, which explains the height, Kate.
Yes, it does. And the Netherlands do boast the tallest men, coming in at roughly about 6 foot, which is 182.54 centimetres.
Well, see, do Netherlands have a good basketball team? I don't think they do. There are a lot of good European basketballers, though. I know Croatia, Russia, they have some great basketballers come out of there.
Well, it's funny you say that. Croatia actually comes in at number 7 with the tall people.
There you go.
I would never have thought that. That's 180 centimetres. How tall are you, Fitz? We were just talking about this before.
About just under 6'6", I'm 199 centimetres, just under 2 metres. Where does Australia come on the list, Kate?
It's not even on the list. I've got a list of 10 countries, like Netherlands, Iceland, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Denmark. So it is all that part of Europe who seem to have the tallest people. But height's such a funny thing, because people do tend to make up their height, don't they? I know when I worked with Blackers, he always said that he was over 6 foot. I'm like, you are not over 6 foot, mate.
That is the same as Wippa, right? And Kate, I haven't told you this, but he actually, and Tommy backed me up here.
This
MDG,
is so great. He's away.
It was the best.
He went and bought, right, a pair of custom-made stacked heels. So it was a special boot. It was like an RM William boot, and it had a stacked heel on it, Kate, to make him taller.
Oh, like a Cuban heel kind of thing.
But it was
like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, but it was an internal heel, so it looked like a normal RM Williams boot.
Yeah.
But the stack was obviously inside it, and so it was like he was on his toes inside the boot. And
so he was wearing a wedge.
He was wearing a wedge. And what I don't understand, because I've seen Tom Cruise wear the wedge, I've seen other short guys wear the wedge, it takes them from very short to very short plus a centimetre. It doesn't turn you into a tall person. I don't understand.
But I guess if you're grappling for a few extra centimetres, you're going to take what you
anything.
can get,
Take anything.
you know.
You got to embrace your height. Like, I mean, Leno's working behind the panel today. Leno, how tall are you? What are you?
5'3". Very
You're
short.
5'3". Yeah, but you embrace.
5'3".
You know, you joke about it and stuff like that. I mean, I accidentally stepped on Leno the other day, and as I was peeling him off my shoe, I said, "Mate, does this annoy you?" He said, "No, Fitz, I love it."
It makes a really great pocket square. If you forget it for your jacket, you just throw Leno in your top pocket. Looks great. Really sharp.
I wasn't even going to mention Leno. I didn't know if it was okay.
Well, we're the same height, Kate. So
we
we're
are.
on a team here.
About 163 centimetres.
If we ever have a social basketball team here at work, you two are not playing.
Leno could be the ball.
Have you checked out whatif.com's top 10 winter weekenders yet?
How good's a what if tip?
Tweed Heads is in there, Lakes Entrance, Albury, Bendigo.
Yeah, you better book your winter getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
What was your
Shotgun.
first car, Kate?
I had a silver Ford Laser, second hand. Bought it from the Ford dealership in Campbelltown.
Did you
And
do
it had
Manies down the Shire?
Down-
Would you do Manies and stuff?
No, I didn't have to go to the Shire. I'd do it up and down Queen Street, Campbelltown, because I actually lived right off the main street in Chamberlain Street. There, the house
right.
isn't there anymore. The little fibro house was knocked down, and
Greatest
they
memory
put up
in
a
the Ford-
parking lot.
Yeah. Greatest memory in the Ford Laser.
I can't tell you that one.
Ooh,
No, but it
what's
had
his name?
it had a spoiler, and it also had it had a spoiler. It was really hot, and it also had one of those what do you call them? Like a visor, like Venetian. Like
yes.
a visor on the back of it.
That would give you shade into the back of the car. That you are such a loser.
It was auto. I mean, it was my little dream car, and I had to get a car because getting the train to and from school just became problematic, and it was just a bit tough, and I freaked out and a bit anxious about getting the train.
Well done, Kate.
So I got the car, and I was, me and my Hot Wheels driving to Glenfield every day.
Doing Manies in Campbelltown with your spoiler.
Yeah.
You know what? We should go down to Summer Nats together. You and I. Well,
I'd
Wippa
actually
could
quite
rock up.
like it. Where is that? Canberra, isn't it?
Wippa could rock up in his oxblood tods, in his loafers. We were just looking on the Maley Dale before over there. He looks magnificent.
He actually looks very smart.
He does look very smart.
He does look very smart. We're talking, tattoo regrets. Have you got one? I don't have a tattoo, and never had any desire to. I think I'm a little too indecisive, so I could never really decide on anything. Although I do have those. I know I'm about to have a mental breakdown when I start considering maybe having a tattoo, and I think if you didn't think you were losing your mind before, the fact that I'm now considering a tattoo means that I need to have a look at certain aspects of my life.
Your life. I think you can do it. And get a Ford Laser on your back. That would look amazing with a spoiler.
Right across my back. It'd be much better than this video. I don't know if you've seen it, Fitz, but this poor girl called Victoria Ashley, she has revealed this embarrassing tattoo to her TikTok followers. And now I don't like to judge tattoos because I do think they have some kind of emotional, significance to people. But this one is awful. If you have a look at the photo, she has got a butterfly on her lower back.
Is it more of a dragonfly or is it a butterfly?
Oh, maybe it's a dragonfly. It just looks like a bug.
She's also got a pine tree on her arm.
With a moon behind it. But when I'm describing it and I'm saying, well, regardless of what kind of bug it is, whether it's a dragonfly or a butterfly, it's not a petite little tattoo.
Yeah.
It goes, the wingspan of the bug is right across her lower back. So it's not a couple of centimetres. I'm saying it's probably about 30 centimetres across. She even says that it goes pretty much right into her butt. So the
Yeah,
body
butt
of the
crack.
bug actually runs down, and in the photo that I can see here, it's going down into the back of her jeans.
It looks like it's trying to crawl out of her bum, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it does actually.
It's the worst
Crawling out
place.
of the cocoon and becoming a beautiful butterfly.
The tramp stamp is the worst place to get a tattoo because you don't know how it's going as they're doing the tattoo. Because I've had one, I've told you before, King's Cross, 2 bikies. I'd had a few too many to drink. I was 19 years of age, and I said, mate, I rocked up and I said, I really like this. It's a symbol for a martial art. He said, why don't we change the ink and I do that? And I went, yeah, that's a great idea, man. How long you been a part of the Gypsy Jokers for? That's awesome. Great. Off he goes. I get up at the end, Kate. I turn around and I instantly knew that it was a disaster. And I just looked at him and I went, mate, you are so talented. That is amazing. Well done.
Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do about it, and you also can't criticise the guy that'll probably take you out the back and do something untoward to you.
Yeah, but it's tattoo regret. Jason in Padstow's given us a call. You got a story for us, Jace?
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so I've got a big cross with Jesus on my right arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was all good. Bumped into a mate about 3 months after I got the tattoo. The first thing he said was he's got 2 left feet. So the Jesus on the cross has 2 left feet.
Oh, no. Which, apparently Jesus wasn't a very good dancer anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good comeback, Fitzy. You should use that, Jason.
You could use that, Jace. So is it really noticeable when you look at it now, Jace?
Oh, yeah, I can't unsee it. Yeah, both his toes are on the outside.
Oh,
Big toes, yeah.
Well, maybe the tattooist was only good with left feet. They do say that when you learn to draw, hands and feet are the really tough things to learn.
Oh, gosh. Let's go to Michael in Lewisham. Your friend has a regrettable tattoo, Mick?
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a few years back now in Newtown in King Street. We were out for a work party, and we went out with a mate called Richard, but Richo was one of those characters that every time he talked, he'd finish a sentence with "wow." You know, this is wow, yeah, right, wow, wow, to the point of just driving you nuts. So anyway, drunken night, out of the pub down the road, across from the school there, we went into the tattoo parlour, and we got W tattooed on either side of his arse, on W on each cheek, and every time he bends over now, it's wow.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate Ritchie, I don't think I've informed you of this, but I do like to talk about death quite a bit on this show and funerals.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that one of your things? Tommy didn't run me through that in my
a lot of death.
prep for the show.
I just find it fascinating. I've always said on this show as well that we should be open and honest with each other and tell each other what we want when we go. A lot of people don't do that, Kate. How do you want to go out? Do you want us to scatter your ashes around Nova here? What office?
Are you
in
actually
sales?
asking me?
Yeah,
I should be taken up in a little seaplane over Summer Bay, shouldn't I? And be scattered over Pittwater.
Would it be over the surf club?
Maybe the diner? Hopefully Ray Mars down there and feels a shower of dust.
That would be magnificent, wouldn't it?
Do you think? Or maybe there'd be a procession walking up to the lighthouse there. You could all do the lighthouse walk, and you could all stand up there and say a prayer. And
you can put ashes into fireworks now. We've spoken about that. Tommy, we've also spoken about kitchen utensils. You can put a loved one's ashes into a kettle, and they make a plastic kettle with your grandmother's ashes in it, and every time you have a cup of tea, you think of Nan.
That can't be real.
It's true. I
do think it's hilarious that people have such strange processes around ashes. I think the scattering is a lot more normal than perhaps having Dad on the mantelpiece, or when people keep them in the house.
Yes.
Although I've never had to make that decision, so I can't really judge.
I do find that a little bit weird. This is an amazing story, and I didn't know that this happens quite regularly, but mourners at an Ecuadorial wake was left stunned after their dead relative, their grandmother, started knocking on the coffin.
No, she did.
Yeah, Bella Montoya, 76 years of age, regained consciousness during the vigil, which was held in the city of Babahoyo on Friday. Incredible video shows medics tending to Montoya, and she was breathing. She wasn't moving too much, Kate, but she was still breathing. And
not much.
they just
She must have a very shallow breath then, or something. If they
shallow
haven't
breath.
noticed, don't you have it? I mean, I don't know what it's like on the other side of the world, but when someone passes, isn't it normal protocol to have a doctor come and declare you dead and sign a certificate? Like, aren't they taking a pulse, or at least putting their ear down to your mouth, your opening, to just see if there's some kind of flow?
It's unbelievable, because I did some research on this, and this happens more than you think. So at least no one had... So it happens quite regularly. I've got some other stories here for you.
Does it happen in Australia, though? Because this is what scares me, because you're freaking me out now. I'd really want to make sure I am dead.
Well, this is the thing. I think we do a thorough job. We're talking some countries here, because let's go to Venezuela.
Okay.
Because Carlos Cameo in 2007, he was declared dead after a car crash. He was taken to the morgue, and they started an autopsy. So they got the scalpel out and started to cut into his face, and he woke up, he said, because the pain was unbearable.
Oh my goodness.
His wife went to the morgue expecting to identify his body and found him waiting in the corridor. She was a bit shattered, because she thought she was going to get a bit of a payout.
Yeah. She was like, thank God he's finally gone.
Here's another one. This is a woman who had a heart attack in Russia in 2011. Forgive you. They didn't forgive you. So she had a heart attack. She died. Her eyes flooded. And then in the morgue, she woke up. The thing is that she was in such shock when she woke up, Kate, she had another heart attack and died.
Oh, no way. That's bad. Like, she was meant to go. It was her time, wasn't it?
And this is the big one. This is in November last year. This is another night in Russia. After a heavy night on the vodka, a 25-year-old by the name of Camille reportedly woke up wondering where he was. A common enough experience for the morning. The thing was, though, Camille was inside a morgue refrigerator. Unbeknown to him, he suffered a cardiac arrest, leaving his local pub, and he'd been declared dead. With shaking hands, the guard was quoted as saying, "I opened one of the doors and I found a naked body asking me for a blanket." The report says here, Camille, once he had warmed up, he had left the morgue and went back to the pub to have another vodka.
Oh, okay.
These are great stories.
How freaky, though.
Yeah. It's it. Yeah, welcome. This is my domain. This is what I love to play in.
Why are you so fascinated?
Well, I'm just fascinated by, everyone mourning and being there and celebrating somebody's life. And I just think it would be an amazing surprise if then all of a sudden they knock on the coffin and it's party time again. They're back.
I don't think you can call it a surprise. It would be an incredible shock. I think I've seen a story like that too, where the coffin's got the glass, like a window on top, so they don't have an open casket necessarily, but you can still see your loved one, and that person has woken up as they've been lowered into the ground.
Oh,
that's why you need to be cremated.
It's because
there's no second chances. Can you imagine waking up in the coffin? I mean, this is the thing. If you're saying people actually wake up, that they are the lucky ones who don't wake up 6 foot under.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one ever knows.
That's scratching. What's that saying, Tommy? What they do? Where they ring the bell?
The dead ringer.
The dead ringer.
Yeah.
You look like a dead ringer. Well, the dead ringer is someone who is dead 6 feet under, and they used to install a bell that went down into the coffin, Tommy. Kate, and if you were still alive, you would pull on the string, and people that worked at the cemetery would hear the bell ringing.
What?
And they'd go, someone is still alive, 6 foot under.
Oh my God.
They'd go down, dig them up, and then cremate them, and then they'd scatter their ashes somewhere else.
Well, the term dead ringer, though, how do you use that in a sentence? Isn't it someone that looks like someone?
Yeah, so
They're a
if
dead
you-
ringer for...
Yeah, that's right. So if you thought someone had died and then you see them again, you're like, oh, you're a dead ringer for... It's like that person has come back to life.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's the bell again. Whipper's bell's getting a
wow,
workout.
there's the bell. Wow, Leno's on fire this morning.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're getting quite a bit of traffic on our Instagram account at the moment because we have the lovely Lauren from Elderslie. She's 37, admin assistant. She's looking for love. It's traffic dating.
Stuck in traffic, lost your patience. Love, desire, lust and passion. Take a breath and stop berating. Have a crack at traffic dating.
She joins us now. Good morning, Loz.
Good morning. How are you?
We are very well. How are you feeling this morning, Lauren? Any nerves?
I am nervous. I'm very excited to be talking to you guys. Such a fan of the show.
Well, you were catfished. The reason why we got you back because you rang us, you found a bloke on a dating app, you found out that he was married, Lauren, he broke your heart. So we need to find your love. For the single men of Sydney, let's find out a little bit more about Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm 37. I'm from Elderslie and I work as an admin assistant. And I'm here to accept my official invitation from Wippa to be on traffic dating after he heard I was catfished.
He wouldn't meet with me. He wouldn't FaceTime me. And I'm like, come on, let's meet up. He's like, no, I can't.
Lauren, would you do traffic dating here?
Yeah, I would.
Bang, there it is.
I'm looking for a tall, athletic guy with a nice smile and his own identity. No imposters allowed. I've swiped left and swiped right, but now I'm looking for someone to swipe up on their phone app and call 13 24 10 for a date with me.
Nice.
I'm a little shy, so I'd love to meet someone who oozes confidence and brings me out of my shell. In return, I'll be loyal, caring, and the partner you deserve. But let's not get carried away. Let's get carried out of the pub after sharing a schnitty and go from there.
Come on, you bastards!
My friends say I look like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is a little ironic because I'm ready to cast a spell on you.
Do you know what? Lauren does look like Sabrina, Kate. What do you think?
She does. I looked at the Instagram post yesterday and I absolutely agree. What a great
Lauren,
introduction.
You are a catch. Are you ready to do this? You're a little bit nervous,
I'm ready.
Loz?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, of course.
All right, fellas, this is your opportunity right now, 13 24 10. If you would like to sell yourself, take Lauren out for a date. We've got $250 cash. Give us a call right now. She's from Elderslie. She's 37. She's an admin assistant. She got catfished a few weeks ago by a man who was married, but she's looking for love this morning. Loz, you there?
Yeah, how you going?
Lauren,
we're
how many
great.
calls did we have, Kate? It went crazy.
It did. It lit up. You sold yourself very well. Everyone's obviously headed to Instagram to check you out, as you
Wow.
So we've got three quite different men on the line, Lauren, and you need to choose. Let's go to contestant number 1, Sam in Narrabeen. Good morning, Sammy.
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah, Sam, I know this is really tough for you, but you have only 30 seconds to sell yourself to Lauren. Take it away, Sammy.
Alright, hi Lauren, my name's Sam, I'm 21. I'm a landscaper / construction worker. I live in Narrabeen, Sydney. Ideal date. I was thinking we could maybe do a little bit of Luna Park. I heard you're a bit older than me, that's not a problem, but I want to show you a young gun and some young fun. Am I allowed to do a little bit of a joke?
Yeah, you do a joke. Go for it, Sam.
Alright, so I've got a joke for you. What's the difference between my sausage and an onion? Nothing. They'll both leave you in tears.
What a pity.
For real?
What a pity.
And he... Lauren, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lauren.
Oh, Lauren, are you still on the line? Please don't say we've lost. Oh, she's still there.
She loves a good joke, Lauren.
Oh, Lauren, the other two have cut out. Who would you like to choose? No, let's go to contestant number 2, Marcus in Homebush. Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning.
Oh, Marcus, you've got 30 seconds to sell yourself to Lauren. Off you go.
Hi, Lauren. My name is Marcus Klein. I live in Homebush. I just completed my 60 years of age last week. Although lots of people say that I don't even look 40. Yes, I work for Papa Pastry over at 5 Dock. I'm a leading hand, and I've been working there since the COVID. Before that, I was working for 27 years. I had my own business, and I'm okay, and I'm very single. I have lots of love. I would like to share my love with the person who actually deserves it, and I believe that you are a beautiful person, and I can take you out over at Sydney Rowing Club at Abbotsford, down there by the water.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's your health going, Marcus? Are you okay
I
at
am
the moment?
very
You're not going to
healthy,
pass away
very
or
fit.
anything like that soon, or no?
No, I'm very healthy, very fit.
Right.
I don't use anything except just water.
Oh, you just drink water. Well
Need
done.
water.
That is amazing. Okay.
Sounds very suave.
Let's go to Nathan in Helensburgh. Good morning, Nath.
Hello there,
You
mate.
Okay. All right, Nath, you got 30 seconds to sell yourself. Take it away, Nath.
Hi there, Lauren. My name's Nathan. Yes, I'm single. I'm an athlete. And I like going out for walks on the beach with my dog, just having fun.
Oh, is his phone cutting out?
What kind of work do you do, Nathan? You work in the mines down there.
Working disability access.
Okay.
Oh, Nath. And Nath, have you been in a long-term relationship before?
Not for a while.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I thought, yep. All right. Well, this is...
Lauren.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Yeah. Very wide range of selection there.
Yes.
Gosh, obviously
Varying degrees.
quite lazy on the phones today by the sounds of it. But, Lauren, you need to make a decision.
The phones lit up, guys.
Yeah, they did light up, but obviously we only took 3 of them. Sam's 21 from Narrabeen. He wants to take you to Luna Park. Marcus is 60 from Homebush. He loves water. Nathan's from Helensburgh, and he says that he'd love to take you to the pub for a schnitty. That's the date that he would do. Lauren, you need to make a decision. Who do you want to go with?
I think I'm going to have to go with number 3, Nathan.
Nathan,
awesome,
Nathan, meet Lauren.
Oh, hello, Lauren. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks, Nathan. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you.
You said you had a dog. What sort of dog do you have?
A Labradoodle.
Oh, no.
Yes. What are you up to for the day?
I'm just at work. I've just had to sneak out.
Yeah, nice.
Back to you, Fitzy and Kate.
Yeah.
Well done! I'm not going to let it go anymore.
Great throw. Great
That
throw,
was a
Lauren.
great throwback.
Yeah,
You got $250 cash, Nath, to take Lauren out and show her a beautiful night out at a pub, have a couple of schnitties there, and check back in with us. Lauren, enjoy the night and good luck.
Thanks, Fitz. Thanks, Kate.
Good luck, Lauren.
Well done.
Oh, Lauren
Tom,
sounds
that's-
lovely.
That's beautiful. What a lineup.
Beautiful.
These are the days.
Someone will
These
lose
no-
their job today,
These
unfortunately,
are
on
the
the team.
days of,
Can it be
like,
me?
I just love making radio and I love love.
Yeah. Wow.
So do I. I mean, that was death on radio right there.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Hey, that's a secret. Podcast password.
If you want to get your hands on stacks of great prizes, just head over to our Instagram stories at Fitzy Wippa Kate and enter this password. Today's password is...
Wow. The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate Ritchie, I need to hear from you here. You're jumping on board. Is it fair to say that you found a new show on Stan? Is that correct?
I think you might be right, Fitz.
Yeah.
I do have a new show suggestion for you. We're always throwing around ideas here in the studio, but I want you to. I also want you to listen to me because I do have I know you're a fan of a hypothetical, but I've got a question I want to pose to you as well. So there's a brand new show. It's called The Walking Dead. Everybody knows The Walking Dead. Dead.
Oh,
but
this is a documentary on the breakfast show here. Is that correct?
It is. At about 3:30 a.m. when everyone's dragging themselves out of bed, zombie-like. No, it's
this is Dead City. This is the new Walking Dead.
yeah. So it's the next instalment in the Walking Dead kind of universe, if you know what I mean. So it follows the two characters, Maggie and Negan, and they travel into New York. It's a strange version of New York, though. So it's like Manhattan completely overrun with zombies, and so you get the idea.
It. Yeah.
Now, if you are a fan of the show, you do know that these two characters, they have a bit of a history. So Negan, stay with me, Negan actually murdered Maggie's husband, but now in this series, they got to team up and work together. So that made me think of this. This is what I want to pose to you.
This is a big
I know
question.
it's heavy for 8:40. If your partner was murdered, I know, am I even allowed to say that word? Do you think you could team up if you absolutely had to? And I guess you're in New York, overrun with zombies. Could you team up with your partner's murderer if that was the only way forward?
How good's the caveat? If you're in New York City and it was overrun with zombies, that's the only caveat to this otherwise very real hypothetical.
So let's even take New York out of it.
Sure.
What if, for example, you're just living in Sydney and something like this happened, but the only way forward in life would be to team up with your opponent.
It's not like someone taking your park down in the car park, is it? This is pretty full on.
Although people do take that very seriously in this building, we know that.
If you, so this is to save your own life. You could forgive and forget, couldn't you? You could forget, but you could never forgive. That's what I mean.
That's deep.
You have to move on to save your own life, but in the back of your mind, there's got to be a stage where you got to.
Well, because there will come a point, invariably, where the zombies are running at you. At which point, you just nudge that person forward first, so the zombies swarm them, and you just run for freedom.
That's not bad.
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. You can catch it, not that version exactly, the brand new series, The Walking Dead, Dead City. It's going to premiere on June 19. Same day as in the US, and it's only on Stan.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Talking about Donald Trump yesterday and pleaded not guilty. Then he rocked up to a cafe on the way to his own private jet. Then he flew to his local golf club, Kate, and went out there and said hello to the fans.
Of course he did. He was basking in the glory, wasn't it? It was hilarious when we rocked up to work yesterday, and of course, I think we had Sunrise on the television. They'd been in the studio crossing to the car park waiting for him to emerge from the courthouse from 4 a.m. or something.
You know what? It's draining to think. And Matty de Groot come into the studio yesterday and said, you know, it's still 2 years away before they have an election in the US. So we're not. I mean, he will probably head the Republican Party. Then he will go to that election, and we got to sit back and see if he is voted in president once again. Now, if he is, it's 2 years to the election. There's another 3 or 4 years, Kate, that we have to deal with Donald Trump again.
Yeah.
I suppose he gives us plenty of content, doesn't he?
He does. He's the guy that you don't really want to talk about, and you don't want to give him any more airtime. But you can't not talk about him either.
There was a moment yesterday where he was up on our screen in the studio, and Kate was going, have a look at the smirk on his face. Have a look at him.
He's just so smug. That's what I mean. He looks somewhat ridiculous.
Yeah.
And also all of the people crowding around him. I just couldn't believe that, considering there was so much security, and he left the courthouse car park in all of these dark cars, and there were all these agents, swarming around the cars, and then he pulls up. He just can't help himself. He pulls up halfway up the road and jumps out for a cup of coffee and a few photos. He just loves the attention.
He loves the attention. Then rocks up to his golf club in New Jersey.
Oh, I didn't see that.
All his fans are there as well. We were a bit bored in the studio yesterday, so we're having a bit of fun with this because, I mean, just is he smug? I don't know. You can make your own decision here after listening to this.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Is that him or an impersonator?
No, that is him.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
I did everything right. I don't think it's right to take classified documents and have them at your home.
In the bathroom, wasn't it? I think I saw a photo of his marble vanity and all of these boxes piled one on top of the other. I mean,
So
that isn't right, regardless of what else went on. Taking
Yeah.
anything into your own home like that, I don't think that's classified as right.
So we were thinking of Me songs yesterday that we could put that line into, Kate.
Oh, no. Okay.
So we went straight to Taylor Swift. Who did Taylor Swift do this with, Tommy? This was
The guy from Panic at the Disco?
Disco. That's right. So I don't know if Taylor Swift would be happy with this, but we put Donald Trump in her song.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Well done.
Do you want to hear a bit of Backstreet Boys, Kate?
I
you want
do.
some Backstreet?
I
All right.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
He could be another member of the Backstreet Boys. This was my favourite. This was The Police. Don't stand so close to me. One of the greatest songs of all time. Now has Donald Trump in it.
She's so close now. This girl is half his age.
I did everything right. I did everything right. I did everything right and they indicted me.
Oh, you're entertaining
Well done,
yourself,
Fitzy.
aren't you?
Well, yeah, it was a bit boring yesterday.
No.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.